Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Pants Underground. I apologize. I haven't made a video in over a week and a half. We had that big snowstorm last weekend and everything's been frozen, and my 7-year-old has been off school for an entire week. So it's hard to make videos when I have a 7-year-old that wants to play Fortnite all the time. So that's what I've been doing. But I squeaked out a few minutes here just to make this video real quick. And of course, what I want to talk about, you can see here on the screen, is something to do with the LA fires. Now, if you don't know, you probably don't live in this country, but if you don't know that Los Angeles has been burning for almost a week now, and you can see here the major fire zones. The Palisade fire is here. It's huge. The Eaton fire is here. It's huge. And then you have the Hearst fire and the Kenneth fire, which they're not showing the big red area, but basically the entire San Fernando Valley here is in danger of being wiped off the map, just like the Pacific Palisades and over here in Pasadena. There's entire neighborhoods that are gone, not just homes, but schools, stores. There's nothing left but roads and rubble, and it's a terrible thing. And a lot of people are blaming the mayor of LA, Karen Bass, this lady right here, who was elected as the mayor of LA, but has some ties to some nasty communist organizations, but they elected her anyway. And now they're reaping the rewards, you can say, because she cut the budget of the fire company. She cut it by almost $19 million. The budget was reduced from $837 million in 2024 to $819 million in 2025. And then she wanted to take almost another $50 million. She had sent a note to the department saying that she was going to cut another some $50 or $60 million from their budget. LA also gave away a lot of its surplus firefighting gear and equipment to the Ukraine, where it's, who knows what they're doing with it over there, but it wasn't theirs to begin with. It should have stayed over here. Now you're saying, oh, 837 million, that's still a lot of money, or 819 million. That's still a lot of money. Yes, it is. But they took some of that money, and instead of hiring competent firefighters, replacing all of their fire equipment, making sure the fire hydrants had water, they took some of that money and they created an entire DEI department, diversity, equity, and inclusion, to make sure that they had lots of women and lots of gay people as firefighters and less white males. There was an article that said that a majority of California's firefighters are white males, and that's why this needs to change. And they started changing it. They started getting rid of white males and hiring diversity hires, black women, gay people. I mean, fine. If you can do the job, that's fine. But if you can't do the job, you don't need to be there. And I'm just going to cite one source here. Okay. This is the LA Fire Department Assistant Chief, Kristine Larson. That's her name. She is the assistant chief of the fire department. Okay. Now this was made before these fires broke out. I'm not sure when this was made, but let's just take a listen to this.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or, you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
Okay. That's right. You didn't hear that wrong. You did not hear that wrong. I'm asleep. Me and my wife were asleep in my bedroom, and a fire breaks out, say in our living room, which is right next to our bedroom. And we are essentially trapped in that room. And I managed to get my wife out through the bathroom window, but I can't get out because my knees are messed up or whatever. She runs out to a firefighter and says, "Hey, my husband's in there. He can't get out. Can you rescue him?" Which is the job of the firefighter. This woman is going to come back and say, Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I can't rescue him. He got himself in the wrong place. It's his fault for being there. It's his fault. It's his fault for being there. That's exactly what this woman said. That is so fucking disgraceful. I'm sorry. I have to cuss. That is so fucking disgraceful. She is a firefighter. Okay. Firefighters' jobs are to run into the fire and rescue people. That's their job. All right. I'm not saying I could be a firefighter. All right. I could lift up a average human being and carry them for a little ways, but my knees would give out. So I know that I can't be a firefighter. Okay. I can't imagine any of the firemen that rushed into the Twin Towers on 9/11 even thought what this woman is thinking. Are you to mean to tell me that if she was there on 9/11 and she saw those buildings and said, well, screw those people, they shouldn't have been up there to begin with? That's exactly what she's saying. And let's watch the first part again.
You want to see somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person a little bit more ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better.
Okay, listen to this, lady. If my house is on fire or my wife's been in a car accident, I don't give a shit what the person looks like that shows up. I don't care what they look like as long as they know how to do their job. What I mean, this is such toxic narcissism. I mean, she thinks that if my house catches on fire, it better goddamn well be a white man that shows up. I don't care who shows up, as long as you save my family and you put my house out. All right. This is just complete narcissism. This woman needs to go. Any woman that has this, or any woman or any man that has this mentality, that if you are stuck in a fire, that's your fault. Your fault for being there. And I know I can't lift you. I know I can't carry you out. So, oh, well, sorry about your luck. You know, you should have lived in a city that had stronger firefighters, I guess. I don't know. But this is the state. This is the state of our country. And this is why we all voted for Trump. They don't understand. This woman pissed me off so much. And that's the crux of my video. I wanted to get to her, and I wanted to just, man, I just wanted to put it out there. I know a lot of people don't watch my videos, and that's fine. Somebody might see this video. Somebody might understand. And I'm not the only one that thinks this, obviously. She should be fired immediately. She should have been fired immediately after this video was made. But back then we still were nursemaiding this culture. But now that Trump's in office and we see we see what happens when you have DEI, when you put DEI over competency, we finally have proof of what happens. Now it's time to take action. People like this, she should be working at freaking Starbucks or something, somewhere where she's not in charge of anybody's life. All right. Somewhere where she doesn't have to be put in a situation where she's going to have to save somebody's life. That's where she should be. That's all there is to it. She's a scumbag. That's what I wrote. She's a freaking scumbag. She's more worried about the fact that it's your fault that you've been stuck in the fire, and it's your fault for being there. And it's not her responsibility to get you out. It's your responsibility to not have been there in the first place. That's all I got today, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Please like and share this video. Please share it so at least a lot of people need to see this. A lot of people need to see this. So they're out there yelling at the football game, if you can hear them. But anyway, that's all I got to get today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Bye for now.